Is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lead Vlog. So today we're gonna find out what went wrong with my Corvette, why it broke down. I know I haven't told you guys about this other than on Instagram, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me at bad_C7. That's BHAD_C7 for all the latest and up-to-date news, because I don't always upload. I don't upload daily, so if you want the most up-to-date information on the Corvette or what I'm doing, that's a good place to follow me at. But anyways, so about a week and a half ago, I was driving home from my day job, because I work, regular day job, and I started having some issues with the Corvette. So the first thing I kind of noticed is that it was idling like really rough, actually to the point where it actually wouldn't even hold an idle in neutral at all. It would completely stall in neutral. It also had a flashing check engine light, the stability control light was on, and then in the center it was giving service axle and then service stability control. So there was a lot going on, way out of my scope of practice, what I know how to do to a vehicle or the Corvette. So I thought it'd be best for me to take it to the professionals. So the first thing I kind of noticed was the car was idling really rough on my drive home from work. I do commute a good about 80 miles to and from work every day, not every day, but about 4 days a week. So, but anyways, I noticed that it was idling very rough on the way home, and then towards the end of my drive, as I was getting into my hometown, it started idling really rough. It just sounded like you were shaking like a toolbox, like full of bolts and all kinds of stuff like that. So I was like, okay, something's definitely off. I probably shouldn't be driving it right now, but I'm literally 10 minutes away from my home. I'm just gonna try to coast in neutral and try to get it there, But basically, as I was like, maybe I'm about 5 minutes away from home now. Hold on, what's going on here? Okay, anyway. So I'm recording on the GoPro. I'm not using this camera because it's kind of dead right now, so hopefully it charges up enough we can switch over to it. But anyways, so yeah, where was I at? Yeah, it started to idle really rough. Sound like a toolbox just shaking, a box of bolts pretty much. And then like as I was maybe about 5 minutes from my home, like it stalled in neutral, and I immediately knew, I was like, okay, something's off. So it stalled completely as I was going around a turn. I was downshifting to a turn, and then I just kind of put it in neutral just to go through the turn. And for whatever reason, it just completely shut off, stalled, and I was like coasting. And I pulled it over to the side of the road, and I was like, damn, like I don't know if I should try to start it up again. And then I tried to start it, so I pressed the engine start button and it wouldn't start. So I was like, fuck, like this is it for sure. I've done too much, I've done too many modifications, this is it, my car's done. My car's at 100,000 miles too, so I'm also thinking like, I don't know any other Corvettes over 100K. So this is new territory, for me, and then also for maybe the Corvette community, because there really aren't too many Corvettes on the internet over 100K that you can reference from. So I'm thinking like, damn, like this is it, I've fucking done it, like I've destroyed this engine completely. I'm gonna have to buy a new engine eventually, or probably. That's what I'm thinking. But so I tried to start it, it's not starting. I'm on the side of the road, and might I add, like I live in the middle of nowhere, so I'm on the side of the road in like farmland. So just know that I'm also in the middle of nowhere, so I don't really have any cell phone service or anything like that. So I'm kind of screwed on getting like a tow or anything. So I keep pressing the start button, and it's not starting. So I press it again. It's trying to start, but it's just not turning over completely. So I press it again, and I start giving it gas as I press it, and eventually it turns over. So I quickly go into first, get into first, get into second, get into third, and I'm just coasting. But I can just hear the car. I can hear like my like my exhaust, it sounds like it's rattling. My my mid pipe sounds like it's rattling. It sounds horrible. It sounded horrible. I was like, all right, something's totally off. I just got to get this car to my home and park it. So eventually I was able to get the car back home, and then I had it towed to Chowchilla, Stevens Chevrolet in Chowchilla, and they gave me a call. It's about a week now since this has happened. They gave me a call a couple minutes ago. They said the car's ready. It had a couple minor issues. We'll go over that once I actually have the bill sheet, so we can actually, identify what was the problem, what was the cause of the issue. While it was there though, I did also have some other maintenance done to it, because I mean my car's at 100K right now and there's a lot of things I haven't done to it, changed on it, like transmission fluid, diff fluid, stuff like that. We also changed the spark plugs too, so maybe we'll see maybe a little power change a little bit, you know, new spark plugs, diff fluid. The car might feel totally completely different, so who knows. But I just thought I'd just give you guys an update that yeah, today we're just gonna head over to Chowchilla, go pick up the vehicle, find out what the issues were. I kind of got a general idea what he told me over the phone, but it's better if I have the build sheet and then I can just say, or I can just say to you guys, this is what was the problem, this is what was done to it, this was what the cost was. This is so much easier. So yeah, with that being said, welcome to the vlog. I know we're like maybe 4 or 5 minutes into this vlog by now with me rambling on about this car, but yeah, welcome to the vlog. We're headed to Chowchilla. Alright guys, we're back here. We're at Steve Chevrolet in Chowchilla. The car's right there. About to go pay the bill and then we'll go see the damage. Alright, just hold on real quick. Alright, so I just paid my bill. Looks like they're bringing it over here to me. And we'll go over what kind of went wrong with the vet and what they did. You can hear it from right here. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Oh yeah. There we go, there we go. Oh, is he bringing it this way? Oh, great. Oh, bringing her in. Nice. Sounding good, sounding good. Oh, I've missed her. I'm just moving this car out of the way so we can get in. Let's do a little first start up, you know. God, I miss this car. Alright. I don't know if you guys saw that, but you see, he left it in first gear. It's an old school thing. People like to leave the cars in first gear. Oh yeah, she feels good though. Feels good. Alright. Off. Alright, I'm gonna park next to wifey real quick so we can talk about what kind of went wrong with the car, and then I'm gonna hand the camera over to her, get some flybys, and we'll end the video. Alright, so I got the service record here. So the thing that caused the idle issue and the misfiring issue, it said there was a misfire. Said there was a problem with cylinder number 3 misfiring, so they checked for the spark plugs. They found that both spark plugs were okay. Then they checked the compression and found it at 0, so they pulled the valve cover and found that cylinder number 3 exhaust valve spring was broken. So I had a broken exhaust valve spring. They replaced it and now it works normally. So pretty much just if you have that kind of issue where it's not holding an idle and then your lights are your your check engine light is flashing and your stability control light is on and it's saying that there's a service rear axle and stability control, there is a chance that it could just be a broken valve spring. So something to note. Also while I was there, I got some just general maintenance done, since this is a pretty high mileage car, things that I've never actually gotten done to the car, so I'm going to test it out and see how it feels driving now. But I also got the transmission fluid exchange, so that was done. Let's see, I replaced all the spark plugs as well, so that was done. The rear differential fluid exchange, that was also done. And what else do we get? And clutch fluid exchange as well. So all that was done today. Everything looks good on the car, so she's running, she's good to go. It's probably gonna be the best it's ever ran in quite a long time. So let's see here. So just to fix the car and its issue that it had, it came out to $420 for the misfire issue. So to replace the cylinder or the valve, what was it? to replace the valve spring that was broken. That was $420 alone. So I could have got the car out for $420, but I was like, since it's already at the shop right now, let me go ahead and get this maintenance that I know the car needs done. So we can add on the transmission fluid exchange. That was another $252. And then the engine, the spark plugs, that one was kind of expensive. That came out to $322 plus the labor. And then also, let's see, rear differential fluid, that was another $70. And then last, the clutch fluid, that was $280. So I mean, my grand total, all in all, I thought I was gonna pay a little more than this, honestly, but it came out to $1,759. I don't know if you guys can see all that. So labor altogether, $1,344. Parts, $381. And yeah, that's it right there. So all in all, not too bad. Again, this is a 100,000 mile vehicle. A lot of the things that I did on the car, or the maintenance stuff, probably need to be done earlier, maybe around 50,000 miles or 60,000 miles, but for whatever reason I prolonged it, or just kind of just said fuck it. But that's just a testament to the engine, that it ran 100,000 miles without getting any of those things ever done to it, to my knowledge, from me owning it, prior to me owning it. So yeah, but let's go and get some flybys. You guys probably haven't, actually I don't think you guys have seen any flybys. I don't do any flybys because I really never have anybody to record flybys for me. So wifey's here, she's gonna help me out with that, and then yeah, we'll wrap up the video. But if this is your first time coming through, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel out a tremendous amount. We're on the road to 1,300 subscribers, guys. We're almost there. We're getting close. We're getting close every other day. So I appreciate all the support, all the likes, all the comments. If you guys want the most up-to-date information on the vehicle, follow me at bad_C7. But until next time, guys, Lee Vlogs out.